we're going to begin with breaking news as California is effectively back under lockdown tonight as the surge of coronavirus cases exploding across the U.S. is now slamming head-on into the country's largest state. Tonight, Governor Gavin Newsom says he's stopping indoor dining in restaurants and closing all bars, wineries, and movie theaters statewide after a weekend that saw the state's beaches overflowing. The governor is also closing gyms, churches, and non-essential offices in the state's 30 hardest-hit counties, essentially shutting down California for 80% of people living there. And the state's two biggest school systems said today they will only do distance learning in the fall. Tonight, closures come as coronavirus infections are now growing in 40 states and at a rate nearly twice as fast as in April. In Florida, new cases have jumped so dramatically that the Sunshine State now ranks ahead of all but 3 countries in infections worldwide. The nation's top infectious disease expert warned today we haven't even begun to see the end of the pandemic. Dr. Anthony Fauci pointed to video of crowded bars and people not wearing masks, saying states went from shutting down to throwing caution to the wind. And as we come on the air, there are more than 3.3 million confirmed cases nationwide, and the virus has killed more than 134,000 people here in the U.S. There's a lot of new reporting to get to tonight, and our team of correspondents is standing by to cover it all. CBS's Jonathan Vigliotti is going to lead off our coverage tonight from Los Angeles. Jonathan?
Nora, this is a major setback for businesses like the ones behind me, businesses that said they were already struggling just to get by and have already exhausted their personal loans. The governor tried to stop this surge. He closed all beaches over 4th of July weekend, but that didn't work. Now the world's 5th largest economy bracing for more closures.
Reopening reversal tonight in California, effective immediately. Indoor operations at restaurants, wineries, and tasting rooms, movies and museums must close. Bars are the hardest hit, both indoor and outdoor operations now banned.
This is in every county in the state of California, not just the counties that were on the monitoring list that we announced on July 1st.
The 1-2 punch landing as the state averages more than 8,000 new cases a day, 3 times more than 1 month ago. Numbers are surging nationwide.
This is a really serious problem. It is truly historic. We haven't even begun to see the end of it yet.
Despite a spike in Florida, Miami's mayor today resisted calls for more closures.
Miami is now the epicenter of the pandemic. What we were seeing in Wuhan 6 months ago, 5 months ago, now we are there.
Overall, Florida added nearly 28,000 new cases over the weekend as more people pushed testing sites to capacity and new COVID patients fill up hospital beds. In parts of the South, hospitals are being pushed to the brink. At least 12 hospitals throughout Mississippi are at ICU capacity.
I think we're teetering on the edge of failure. And if we continue to see demand increase, then it will certainly overwhelm our system.
Across the country, there is a concern that younger people are still not getting the message. In Texas, one doctor described a 30-year-old patient's last words after attending a so-called COVID party.
They looked at their nurse and they said, "I think I made a mistake. I thought this was a hoax, but it's not."
This 4th of July party in Michigan is yielding both positive cases and calls for everyone who was there to be tested. And in New York City, once the epicenter of the virus,
we do see one trend that's worrisome for young adults. We see the infection rate rising, and the particular group we're concerned about is 20-year-olds to 29-year-olds.
Jonathan Vigliotti, CBS News, Los Angeles.